Welcome everybody. Today is March 27, 2025, and in today's video we're going to have a look at Bitcoin, and we're going to find out where we are currently in the technicals. And so I want to start off this video by taking a look at the weekly chart. Or you know what? Let's take a look at the monthly chart so we get a bigger picture here. The way I'm looking at Bitcoin right now is that we have a new cycle or primary degree cycle that began right here in November 1st, 2022. So we were basically just progressing here in five waves towards this 1.618 extension. Okay, we almost hit that target, and one can make the case that we have concluded wave 3 here, and we are now correcting down to wave 4. All right, so wave 4 typically retraces back to this 0.382 Fibonacci level. And if we apply some moving averages, we can see that we haven't really broken below this 8 EMA. So that means that the long-term trend is still intact here, but that doesn't mean that the correction is over. So we could still see some further downside pressure here and retest perhaps the 21 EMA before resuming higher. Okay, so when I mean by resuming higher, that means that we're gonna see the last wave towards wave 5 of primary degree. And so that's how Bitcoin is looking on a monthly chart. So we remain bullish still long term, but for now we are looking at the correction and see how far this thing could correct before we move up higher. Now we did bounce off here at this 55 EMA. So we're looking at this 21 EMA here on the weekly chart, and we're looking for potential resistance here or a break above these moving averages. Right, so if we're finding resistance here, we could potentially see new lows before resuming higher. So in order to find out what's happening around this area here, we have to look at the daily chart. So let's move on here and take a look at Bitcoin here on a daily. Now the daily chart is giving us some good news here. The reason being is that we bounced off this value area low, and we've started to progress here. This one could make the case that this is a leading diagonal, or it could be a corrective move for further downside. Okay, so what we're looking for now is where this is about to end, basically. Another thing to watch out for is the moving averages. Now, one of the key moving averages we're looking for on a daily chart, even as well in some situations the weekly chart and the monthly chart, but more common on the daily chart is the 233 EMA. So a break above the 233 EMA is confirming that the trend or the uptrend is intact, or that we're starting a new upside move. So what happened to Bitcoin here during mid-March is that we broke above this 233 EMA. These are based on the Fibonacci sequence, so we're looking for the next moving average to break above, and that would be the 144 EMA, which is this yellow line here. And this one is currently acting as resistance right here. Now the reason why I believe this is resistance is because of the leading diagonal characteristics of this upside move, meaning we could see a potential correction here, which would likely spark a wave 1, 2 impulsive move towards wave 3. So that's what I'm looking for. And in order to see that, we have to move down to a 4-hour chart. Okay, so basically a leading diagonal. I'm looking for a wave 1 here, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Potentially, okay. I could make the case that there could be something else, but for now we're looking at the structure here when I think this is a leading diagonal. So we're looking at wave 5 here, conclusion of wave 5. Now one could make the case as this is wave 4, and then we could perhaps see another leg up here towards wave 5, or we could say the wave 5 concluded right here. Either way, if we're getting near to this wave 5, or that we have concluded wave 5, we're looking for a correction and then a resumption higher. So the volume profile is going to tell us where we could find support. Okay. And for now, we're seeing here that the point of control is acting a little bit as resistance here. So I would like to see a break above this volume area high, and that could perhaps confirm that we could move up a little bit higher here before resuming lower. So if we were to be concluding wave 5 here, we're looking for a retracement to the 0.5 or 0.618 retracement level before resuming higher. That means we want to find support around this level here. Okay, so that's pretty much it with Bitcoin here, and this is going to confirm basically if we're starting to fall below this 0.618 and especially this low here, then we could perhaps look forward for Bitcoin to resume lower before establishing support at this level that we highlighted previously of 0.382. And this is how it looks like here on a daily chart. We're looking for this support level here, which we haven't tested here, confirmed tested. So that still remains a possibility here. And that would coincide perhaps with this moving average here, right below the 233 EMA, which is also based on the Fibonacci sequence. So that's a possibility. So for now, we're looking at this resistance here of at the 144 EMA. Maybe we'll retest the 144, and that would give us that 0.618 to 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, and then from there we'll see if we're going to resume higher. Now we're seeing we've noticed some DeFi coins, some layer 2s starting to, we've seen sellers exhausted pretty much. So what we're waiting for now is for Bitcoin to establish strong support before we can resume higher. And so we can basically move up to this wave 5 of primary degree. Now, obviously, wave 5 of primary degree, which is a little bit off topic here, in some scenarios, we could have a truncation scenario, right? So wave 5 could perhaps end a little bit a tad above wave 3 or even below it. So just because we've established support here and zooming higher, it doesn't conclude that we're going to make new all-time highs. But we're looking at step by step here and see where Bitcoin is going. But for now, we're watching this area here at the 144, and then we're also watching this 233. So we'll keep you guys updated, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care for now.